Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. As always, Matthew and I greatly appreciate you tuning in. Today is going to be a F450 update. Kind of a special day. We've been waiting on, I checked for a while, and this is another Facebook Marketplace deal. Checked for a place to get it sandblasted, and right near me, there's nobody that does it. Now I can go to South Carolina, Asheville, towards Shelby, Greenville. Yeah, bigger towns, you can find somebody to do it. But right here locally, there's nobody available. So I always say Facebook Marketplace strikes again. I found this young man on Marketplace, not that far away, 30-40 minutes, and he does mobile sandblasting, and got a hold of him and asked if he was interested, and he was, oh yeah, that's why I got that ad out there. I'll be glad to come do it. So we got a guy coming this morning in about an hour and a half, and we'll introduce you to him when he shows up. But right now, Matthew and I are doing some prep work. I threw some old pine sideboards on there so I could haul sawdust. We yanked those off, got the air hose out here. We got dirt and sawdust in the bed. Gonna try to get that cleaned out. Gonna throw some plastic over the cab, and probably tape some of our lights and stuff that we don't want to get, sandblasted, but I want him to, focus on the area pretty hard. So we got a few things to do to keep us busy, so come right back and we're gonna get into it. Ooh, that's thick. Okay. Well, that's one little nasty job done. Whew. Okay, guys, we got the bed cleaned out. It wasn't too bad sketchy. Matthew's emptying our trash box out. We're gonna need that for something this morning, and I'm gonna go through and try to take some of these lights out, and everything we take out I don't have to tape up, and he can sandblast around it a lot easier. So I'm gonna put you on time lapse, so let's get to it. Okay guys, we got all our little marker lights out. I'm just going through and taping the plug-ins. Keep some sand and paint out of them eventually, I hope. I could take the tail lights off, but I ain't gonna fool with them. They're not a high value type item anyway. Just a old, basically a trailer tail light's all it is. I'm gonna get it taped up. Keep the sand off of it from sandblasting, and if it don't tear it up too bad, we'll just leave it on there for the painting part. If it gets tore up, we'll cover it again as needed. This is all part of the process. While we got started early this morning before the guy gets here, so that hopefully when he shows up, it's ready to go to work. He's not sitting here waiting on us to do things we should have had done already. He works by the hour, and we want him to work while he's here and not be doing simple stuff like this that we can do. Still got to get the cab up, get some plastic over the cab, and we'll see what else we got to get done. So, got to have some blue tape on hand. We keep this around. You see it at the sawmill. One of the big uses, anytime we get a blade that has a abnormality, hit a nail or whatever, we'll mark it with blue tape so we don't have to remember. Sometimes you never know what they hit. They just started sawing badly, leaving tiger stripes, and I'll just put a note on there that it's tiger striping, and that means it needs to be unset and reset prior to sharpening. Just save, because you can't remember everything, guys. Especially the older you get, you got to write a list. You got to prioritize things in level of importance, and remembering one particular blade's problem is not real high on my priority list. I tend to move customers up to the top of the list, not a blade. So that's why we do it. Okay. We may be back. We'll check, see what else we got to do. I'm not worried about paint. Yeah, probably this case. Oh, yeah. And I just a second. What's the width? Yeah, so, well, it's across the hood. So, yeah. This ain't part of the here. Yeah, Okay, guys, welcome back. Matthew and I think we got what we needed to do done. Justin showed up just a few minutes ago. He's getting his stuff together. We're gonna let him go to work. When he gets done, we'll sit down and talk to him. He's got his own YouTube channel. We'll make sure to get that out there and get a link on it. I told him we're just here to help. You know, if you need something point, we'll get it. And we'll take you along, take some video. I'm sure it's gonna be a dusty mess, so we'll see how much we get. Might give Matthew got a new respirator. We'll give him the camera. So hang on, we'll be right back.
You know, I've got a full respirator and all that too. So like, I mean, I've got a couple different options if I can't use this, but
yeah, you sound like my
Hey guys, so this video ended up with a whole lot more time lapse than we intended for it to have, and for that we got a special treat for y'all. Solomon, if y'all don't know, is also a musician and a writer, so he actually wrote us some music, and I'm gonna stick it in here for you guys to listen to. Let us know what you think about it.
Guard the hill. A father and son are running a mountain sawmill. Eric fires the wood miser, Matthew checks the grain, and that LT-70's rolling like a Carolina train. At the bearded lumber sawmill, the sawdust falls like rain. They're slicing up the big logs, making diamonds from the grain, with that sawmill humming and the kiln warm and still. Thanks for watching, we will see you back at the mill. Vader's barking early, Leroy's running wide, Rosie's kicking sawdust on the molder planer side. Eric's teaching Matthew, just like fathers do, how to read the life inside a log and cut it straight and true. At the bearded lumber sawmill, the sawdust falls like rain. They're slicing up the big logs, making diamonds from the grain, with that sawmill humming and the kiln warm and still. Thanks for watching, we will see you back at the mill. Kiln doors open, warm steam rolling slow. Fresh cut timber laying out in perfect rows. YouTube's watching, folks, tune in for the thrill of a father and his boy at the bearded lumber mill. Maple, pine, and walnut, cedar rich and red, they turn the forest story into boards that live instead. Every slab they measure, every beam they trim, echoes with the love between a father and his kin. At the bearded lumber sawmill, the sawdust falls like rain. They're slicing up the big logs, making diamonds from the grain, with that sawmill humming and the kiln warm and still. Thanks for watching, we will see you back at the mill. Down in North Carolina, working hard with skill, Eric and young Matthew, we'll see you back at the mill.
Okay, guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry for the time lapse. Justin's been here since 10:30, and it's almost, or 9:30, and it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yep.
He went through, what, 30 bags of sand?
About 24, I
24
think.
bags of sand. It was a lot of work. The underside was horrible. Once he got out from under there, went around the bed real quick. But I wanted to take a minute and introduce the guy that did the work. His name's Justin Ross, and he owns Spartan Surface Solutions. Matthew will put a link to his phone number in the description. He also runs a YouTube channel.
Yep, just starting it up. Just
You
getting
got a
it going.
name for it?
It should be Spartan Surface Solutions. Same thing.
Same thing. Spartan Surface Solutions at youtube.com. We'll try to get him post some videos. If you get a chance, go over and check him out. Man, I can't tell him enough I appreciate him doing this, because I looked at this bed when I bought it, and I knew it had a lot of surface rust, and it was a good deal, so I bought it. And I said, well, we'll steam clean it off. I did 2 or 3 times, and it only made it worse. It got the loose paint off. So I called several people on Facebook Marketplace. I got in trouble again. And Justin was one of the few that messaged me back that was willing to do mobile. And he works out of upstate South Carolina. So if you're from Greenville to Charlotte to Asheville, Columbia.
Columbia.
You know,
I mean, I'll even go to Atlanta if somebody wants to.
there you go. A couple hundred miles he's willing to travel. So if you need this done, if you got a car, a truck, dump truck, trailer, something like that,
I've even done boats.
and boats,
Like,
you know,
yeah.
it's not inexpensive. I don't like the word cheap. Nothing's cheap. Cheap's junk. It's not inexpensive to have him do it, but it's well worth it. Matthew and I could have stood here for a month with scrapers, grinders, wire brushes, and we wouldn't have got anywhere near clean as we are currently. We're basically going to blow it off and take it over here, shoot some primer on it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Well, so I grew up kind of in the automotive industry after high school. Started doing mechanical work, then worked in the plant for about 10 years, and then kind of got out of it and started getting into the more heavily like automotive side in the body shop business, and ran a few body shops and been in the insurance side as well, and then just started looking into something else and came across this business, and I saw there was a need in this area, and
Oh, there's definitely a need.
I came up on the machine and was able to get it, and I've been doing this for about 1.5 years now, you know, off and on, and then since June I've been doing it full time. So
Cool. That's, you know, we if you watch our channel all the time, you know, we talk about spending money wisely, saving money to basically earn money. That's what this young man's doing. He's running a business, self-employed. He's feeding himself, feeding his family, working hard every day. It's Monday morning, you know. Monday morning he was up, going to get some media and headed our way. And that's how you succeed, people. You get up and get to it, you know. He answered my Facebook post. You know, I seen it on Facebook Marketplace, and I messaged him. It wasn't just a few minutes. He messaged me back. He answers his phone. That's how you run a business and be successful. You got to be available. Same thing while he's here working. His phone rung a couple times. He had to stop and answer it. I do the same thing. I had a couple customers call while I was out here. You know, it's how you are successful and how others aren't. They want to be. A lot of people want to be in this kind of business of some sort, but just don't necessarily have the commitment yet.
no.
And I want to be self-employed since I was 20-year-old. It didn't happen until I was in my mid-50s. Right timing for me. Luckily for him, it started a lot earlier. And after working in manufacturing and in body shops, he'll greatly appreciate what he gets to do out here. Set his own schedule.
I was about to say, that's the biggest thing, is just being able to be flexible when I need to be and be available for my family.
That's it. I mean, that's I'm technically retired, and part of my enjoyment of retirement is not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I did that for so many years. As far as I'm concerned, there's one, sun comes up once a day, it sets once a day. If I don't see it rise, fine. I'm good with that.
That's it.
I'm not an early starter anymore. Now I may work late. Like today, we're gonna work late. He's gonna pack up and get out here. We're gonna clean this up and put some primer on it, but that's by choice, not by have to. So, like I say, Justin, I greatly appreciate you doing it. Get that YouTube channel up.
Yes, sir.
You'll be surprised. It's good for your business. Somebody like me messages you, you do the same thing I do. Yep, I'll be glad to do it. Here's a link.
Yeah.
And you can see my work.
Yeah, and I've also got a Facebook page with all of my previous projects that I've worked on and current ones that I'm still, working on, throughout the weeks. And
Is that under Justin or?
no, it's under Spartan Surface Solutions as well. So
There you go.
it's easy to find.
I know the joy of having 2 Facebook pages.
Yeah, it can get complicated. Like I run all of my advertisement, for the mobile sandblasting through Marketplace under my personal name because you
Yeah.
can't advertise,
Nope.
you can't advertise the services on Facebook. So,
Yep.
but
I'm a fan of Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
It used to be Craigslist. They've gone away. Been several other things. Right now, Marketplace, if you're at all into the kind of service industry, you need to be on your local Facebook Marketplace because that's where people are going to find you.
Yep.
I got a phone book at the house. I wouldn't even waste my time opening it to look at it. And Google. Google's your next best friend.
yep,
I think that's, I Googled several times, local mobile sandblasters, and he come up as well as the guy over in Shelby and one up in Asheville. So Google can be your friend as well. And they don't charge you a thing to have a business tag on Google. It's well worth it. So I think that's going to do it, guys. As always, appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. We're going to paint this sucker soon, but that's going to do it. We'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.